All right, welcome back to section 3. We are still continuing learning resources, but we're going to be covering how to use ChatGPT for skills development. So let's jump right in with a few more examples. This is the best way to learn is just to be doing and seeing real examples, I think. So one of the biggest skills that most people would want to improve would be communication skills. Okay, so you can be super general, right? How can I improve my communication skills? That's very general, and you will get a very general answer. Okay, so let's add a little bit more piece or more substance to this question here. How can I improve my communication skills in the business setting? That's a little more detail, right? If you wanted to add more detail to that, you can say, I work in the IT industry and want to be able to understand advanced conversations with my peers. Okay, so that's a goal, right? So you give them a little more context. I work in the IT industry. I want to be able to understand advanced conversations with my peers. So why? So you can be relevant, so you can have something to relate to, whatever. Okay. Particularly in the IT industry. Practice public speaking, ask questions, be open-minded, practice empathy. Now, I don't know if these are specific to IT. Here's some related, right? Here's try to learn IT related words and jargon to improve your understanding, right? That's a little obvious, but if you're just beginning, this is a good start. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, try IT related words and jargon. So, okay, what are IT related words and jargon? Okay, so give me a list of the most common IT related words and jargons. Okay. So you want to get familiar with these different words. There's at least 20. Is there any more? Or are there any more? Yeah, some additional. Okay, now I'm going to stop right here because I want you guys to remember this is part of skills development. So you can read, but developing skills is by doing and by continuously learning. Okay, so what I would do, let's say if I wanted to know these words jargon, and you can do something really quick in here. You could say, take the list of 40 words you just provided and create a quiz, including answers that will help me um, solidify my learning. There you go. Sure, here's the quiz. What does API stand for? Answer. Okay. So that'll be a quick little quiz. And how about, let's see if it goes all the way to 40. Sometimes there's not enough room for it to give the full answer, and I'll show you guys what happens if that happens. Let's see. Okay, so here, see how it stopped? Right now it's on 32, but we know we asked for 40. So it stopped at services that. So and if this happens, you just type this, continue, press enter. Services that communicate with each other via APIs, answer microservices. Right, so quickly we can get very smart, okay? Create another learning tool for this, for learning these words. And let's see if it comes up with a different idea. Flashcards, mimics, acronyms, quizzes, practice. Okay, this is giving me the type. No, I don't want that. Create another learning tool. So it gave me some ideas, right? Podcast videos, visual. No, let's create another learning visual aid for these words. Okay, so remember, we're changing whatever we want. Works. Here's another visual aid to help you learn these IT related words and jargon. Okay, see, this is just, it's giving us a list, but I don't want this, right? If you guys want something different, remember, you have to let it know. Okay, an example, let's give it an example. Another example would be a true, false questionnaire, or how do you spell questionnaire? Question to it? Yeah. Or something like that. Okay. So sometimes you got to have a little more detail for it. Okay, so we'll jump into another example. That's me learning IT vocabulary, and remember the goal originally was to learn how to have better conversation. So just in that one goal, you're picking up all this information. Now, could you use those skills once you learn that information, that those vocabulary words, could that branch you into something totally different? Could your peers change because you've upgraded your job or something like that based off the information you're learning? Never know. But this is the whole point of this is you want to upskill, learn new skills, get better, and keep getting educated. Okay, so let's jump into another skill. So let's say you work in sales, you're a beginner salesman, you're not very good yet, but you want to get better. What are the best sales books available? Let's say the best books that that teach new salespeople how to sell. Okay. Well, Challenger, Spin Selling, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a great one right there. This to Sell is Human, Psychology of Selling, Brian Tracy. Okay. All right. So let's do this, guys. Combine the lessons and strategies found in these 7 books mentioned above. Okay. Summarize the most important techniques and advice given in these books. Organize the information so that it is easy to read and digest. Okay, that's it. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, so I just took 7 books and we're summarizing all of them into a nice one pager of information. Okay, so in summary, there's definitely probably way more detail in these books by reading them individually than what we just got here. But however, right, there's some common themes: building relationships and communication skills, develop strong interpersonal, right? Listen actively, ask questions. And then if you still guys want this information to be more developed, again, ask more questions. Okay, so to sell is human. Explain this a little bit more, right? Let's just take this. Be empathetic, right? Explain this I'll put a quote. Explain this in more layman terms, right? Dumb it down a little bit for me. Okay, so in the context of sales, this means taking time to listen to your customer, understanding their needs and concerns. So, so this gives you a breakdown, right? If, it's going to give you some information, but if you want to get more deep into that, you don't have to stay at surface level information. Remember, you can rewrite this and say, be as detailed as possible, right? Let's do that. Let's just start here. Let's say, provide me a new summary that is even more detailed and information I could use as an advanced study guide. Okay. So before it gave me 3, now it's giving me, let's see, a lot more, looks like, but it's still in those same psychology, persuasion, sales management. Here you go, 4. Okay, so it gave me another section and broke down those sections a little bit deeper. All right, so again, just change your prompts, okay? Let me see if we can do one more skill, and let's stay kind of in the sales area. All right, we're still in the sales area. Let's say I want to learn negotiation skills, right? What are the top negotiation rules in business, and how can I develop them um, in practice? Okay, let's see. So if you're new to business, say you have a new meeting or something, you just need to know some stuff. Say your client is intimidating or something because they had years of business experience and you're, you know, 6 months in or something, this can help you catch up, skill up, level up, and you're reading and you're comprehending. So does this take some time to learn? Definitely. But if you're inquisitive, you ask questions, you ask the right questions, you get the right answers. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next section. We'll go over a few more examples and we'll touch into using this for more vocabulary and learning languages.